Dear Manchester United fans, dear faithfuls, gather here. Let us talk about what has happened today. I know tempers are high, but then we will still analyze this game to the best of our ability. Bruno Fernandes is not the problem at Manchester United. We all can see that the midfield was in shambles until Bruno Fernandes came in. So all of us that are clamoring for Kobe Mainu to come in, we have seen it that Bruno Fernandes is actually the guy to actually steady the ship in the midfield prior to the time we will get in the midfielders we want. So Bruno Fernandes is very important to Manchester United and cannot leave Manchester United now. Let us go further. I blame Ruben Amorim for everything that happened today. The loss is on Ruben Amorim, and this is the reason. You do not play a player that has been messing up with you for a long time. Andre Onana was not supposed to be on that pitch. How are you playing Andre Onana when you have Altay Bayindia, who has been in goal ever since? Why are you playing Andre Onana now? Look at Andre Onana has cost Manchester United a lot of pains, and somehow Ruben Amorim brings him back to continue causing us pains, and this is so sad and it is so bad. If it was Altay Bayindia playing in that goal, Manchester United will not be playing the penalties. We would have won that match even if it's by 2 goals, and we would have gone home happy. But then somehow Ruben Amorim chooses to bring in Andre Onana to come mess things up for us. The 2 goals scored by Grimsby were goals that every goalkeeper would just stop. Every goalkeeper will stop it. But then somehow Andre Onana allowed them in. So we are now, the reason why I'm telling you that I'm going to blame Ruben Amorim for everything is this. Ruben Amorim said that he is in charge of identifying players. How are we spending 200 million on 3 players, and we are not talking about the central midfield area, which is the engine of the the complete team. That central midfield area that protects the defenders and also supports the attack. And somehow we have not invested in it. Ruben Amorim knows that we do not have that formidable midfield. Ruben Amorim knows that the goalkeeping section is so bad. Why are we not getting a goalkeeper in this season? Why are we not getting defensive midfielders in this season? At least this gives us a balance. That team, Manchester United team, does not have balance. Today, another thing showed up, that we do not have a depth in our squad. Look at it. After you remove Lenny Yoro, you remove Matthias De Ligt, you remove Harry Maguire, you remove Luke Shaw. We do not have depth, because whom are you going to bring? Tyler Fredrickson, Aiden Heaven, Manchester United. Let us take it safe. Say Manchester United lose good with the defense, yes, but the goalkeeping section is so bad, and the midfield is so bad, and this onus force on Ruben Amorim to assert the pressure on the board to actually get him these players. In a situation where he does not have these players, he is going to take the fall, because lack of having the engine room shows that Manchester United midfield is porous, it is open. So on this note, looking at all of these things, I would support whoever says that Ruben Amorim should Ruben Amorim out. I will support it. Not because Ruben Amorim is not a good coach, but because his ideas might not work out at Manchester United, because he does not have the players to actually interpret the football. I've seen his ideas. I love his philosophy. I think it's a fantastic one, but he can practice it somewhere else. Manchester United does not have the patience to wait for him 2-3 seasons to actually start building a team that will start competing. Even though other clubs are doing it, Manchester United is Manchester United. We cannot wait. Even though we can wait, we cannot be losing to Grimsby. It is poor. There is every possibility that Manchester United would go to, will play Burnley and still crumble. The pressure is so high, the pressure is too much, and it is showing off on these players. Manchester United is too big, actually, and everything you do shows. Every little detail, you are going to be analyzed, you are going to be criticized, and this is telling on the players, it is telling on the coach. This is the reason why I say Ruben Amorim can go to a different club where there is less pressure and perform there. With Manchester United, the pressure is too high. The pressure is so high at Manchester United that you are going to crumble, and this is true for Ruben Amorim. He is crumbling right now. So I think that he should resign and go to maybe get a different club. And Manchester United and the fans have to look for a different coach. It is few days to the close of the transfer window. So the question is this: which coach are we going to get? Let me just give you a summary of what I've just said, in case you are just joining. One is that Manchester United, Ruben Amorim is to be blamed for the game today. The game we lost today is on Ruben Amorim. Yes, his philosophies are not working properly for Manchester United. And the reason is that he does not have the players. Yes, the midfield of that team is in shambles. Whether you play 4-4-2, whether you play 4-3-3, that midfield would not be able to hold on anybody. That midfield will collapse against a very good opposition. That midfield will collapse. That is true. The third one is Ruben Amorim is supposed to identify to the board about the goalkeeping area. The goalkeepers are not good enough. You cannot win titles with this type of goalkeepers. You cannot. So all of this is on Ruben Amorim. The philosophy is not working. Either he changes it, or he resigns. And all of the things he's supposed to buy, he's supposed to let the club know. The club is supposed to support him. In a situation where the club does not support him, he has to resign. I am not taking anything away from it. I know that the players also did their own, but I am not taking anything away from it. Ruben Amorim has to change his philosophy, style of play. If he cannot, then he has to resign and leave the club. Tell me what you think in the comment section. I'll be there.